TMI Tuesday, and if you are new to my channel and you don't know what TMI stands for, TMI means too much information, and it is a video, I guess, series you could call it, that I do once every 2 weeks on a Tuesday. So how you ask me questions is you leave me a comment down below with your question for me, and I will answer it hopefully the following TMI Tuesday. So as I'm sure you can probably tell from this week's video, I am actually wearing no makeup. And the reason why is because I get so many comments saying, you look so much better without makeup, rah rah rah, and I totally know it's a compliment. It is a makeup channel and a beauty channel, so I like to wear makeup, but I thought that I would humor all of you that think that I look better without makeup. So this week, for TMI Tuesday, no makeup. I also wanted to briefly speak about something before jumping into TMI Tuesday. So yesterday on my Instagram, I posted that I have handed in my resignation working at David Jones at Estee Lauder, and I'm fantastically happy about it. Mainly it is because of, with my current visa situation in Australia, I'm only allowed to work for 6 months at a company unless I do a bunch of paperwork and renew it, and it came to the point where I was just ready to do something else. So I absolutely loved working where I was. I really hope that I have an opportunity with Estee Lauder in the future because it's a fantastic company and I really enjoyed working for them. But as for now, I would like to focus on other business ventures. I think at the moment I probably will just be doing YouTube and working on my side businesses, which I'm really excited to share with you guys soon. Other than that, I just thought that I should kind of let you guys know so there wasn't like any odd things floating around. I just wanted to tell you directly from me. So yes, I will no longer be working at David Jones at my job. Okay, time for TMI Tuesday. Let's get into this. Katie Lee asks, what was my first black milk piece? My first black milk piece was my R2-D2 Star Wars Collection swimsuit, and I love it to bits and I wear it all the time, but yeah, that was my first piece. Shelly Siula asks, what breed is Lola and was she hard to train? My dog Lola is a Chihuahua, and no, I didn't really find her very hard to train because we started so young. When we got her at 8 weeks old, we literally started from that day teaching her, you know, how it was. We are the pack leaders and she is our little baby puppy and she needed to know her place, and I think that when you start training young enough and you have a very strict training schedule, then they will learn and they'll be fantastic. So she's only, I think, 7 months, maybe 8 months old now, and she does a whole array of tricks, which is really fun. She 9 times out of 10 will go to the bathroom in the right spot. The only time when she doesn't go to the bathroom in the right spot is when, say, I know it sounds kind of funny, but she uses pee pads because we live in an apartment. When her pee pad is right beside the bath mat, they're both the same color, but the pee pad is a little bit less cushy than the bath mat, so she might go and take a poo on the bath mat, which, I mean, you just check it in the washing machine. I'm not really that worried, but that's the only time that she ever goes in the wrong spot. So other than that, I think that she is really well trained and we continue to train her all the time. I'm not sure how to pronounce this next username, but I am just going to spell it out, I guess. UPA3LIPKA. However you pronounce your username. You're asking, do I believe in God? No, I don't specifically believe in a God or a God. I feel that if you have a religion, that's fantastic. If that is something that you choose to have in your life, absolute power to you, but I don't choose to have that in my life. I wouldn't say that I'm an atheist by any means. I don't want to preach, no, there's not a God, or yes, there is a God. Like, it's not my problem. I don't believe in that, and so I'm not going to preach for either team. I think that the main thing is I more or less say that I believe in the universe, or the power of, you know, sending out good thoughts and good vibes and receiving the same back to you. I really do believe in the law of attraction, and I feel like I live my life that way. More than anything, I think that being a good person and being true to yourself is a good way to live. So be it you're doing that without a label or with a label, it doesn't really matter. Gacelle's Q, I think that's maybe how you pronounce it. You're asking, when did I first live on my own? I graduated from high school early when I was 18, so I graduated a semester early, and I moved to Vancouver, so I had just turned 18. I was like 18 and a couple months old. Irish Dance 1999 asks, how do I feel about puck bunnies? For those of you who are not in a hockey type nation, I guess the best explanation of a puck bunny would be a woman or girl who likes to sleep with hockey players or really tries to be in that group, kind of equivalent to like what a groupie would be to a band. I think if that's what you want to do, power to you. It has nothing to do with my life, therefore I'm not going to judge somebody else's life. So I don't know, I think that there are a couple really funny Twitter accounts that are, you know, Puck Bunny based or talking about being a hockey player's trophy wife. I mean, that's not something that I aspire to be, but it is pretty funny reading their tweets. So I don't know, like I said, not my thing, but if that's what you want to do, power to you. Judy XO asks, what is my favorite biscuit or chip? I'm not really a huge nibbly type food person, if that makes sense. I don't really like chips. The only type that I really would eat are like tortilla chips, like nacho chips. And even then, like, I just want them to be plain flavor and hopefully low in salt or something like that. I sometimes on occasion will eat those Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips, but I can't find them in Australia, so I haven't been eating them. But yeah, I'm not really a go buy a bag of chips type of person. I never really have been. The Social Office asks, what do I think about climate change? I think that I'm not really well educated in the whole situation, and I do think that that as a human being is irresponsible of me. I do know that I try to take part in little ways. I mean, by no means am I perfect, and nor will I ever be, but I try to contribute by, you know, I walk most places, or I try and take public transit so I don't, you know, have my own vehicle to add to it. Although, I mean, that could change in the future, but for now, that's what I try and do. I try to recycle as much as I possibly can, and recently Glenn and I, with our diet shifting more towards a plant-based diet, I am eating and consuming less animals and animal products. And if you aren't aware, the effect of, you know, raising an animal and raising the food for the animal and transporting the animal and killing the animal and shipping it everywhere, like that's a lot of resources. I think that by doing your part in you know, downsizing in some ways, it can help, but by no means am I ever downsizing enough. I think that we all could do a lot more in that regards, but I don't know, it's not something that's going to change overnight, but I do think that we need to be more conscious about it and be more aware of it, I think. Aisha Louv asks, what do I think about plastic surgery? I am totally all for it. I think that if that is something that you are interested in getting because it makes you feel better, or you will have more confidence, or just anything that is for you and for you alone, go for it. There is no limit to what you should be doing to make yourself feel comfortable as a person. Personally, I have always wanted to get my boobs done. It was one of those things where I have a good boob size. I like the shape of my boobs, but I've always wanted a little bit bigger. I felt that it would, you know, look better in clothes and it would make me feel more feminine, and so that's what I've always wanted to do. And I mean, I've been slowly saving for it, and I'm actually really excited because my friend Shannon, the one that I've been doing some of the videos from New Zealand with, I know you guys know who she is, but just to anybody new, anyway, she's going to get her boobs done this week actually, so it works out really well because I can kind of vicariously live through her process and see what she's experienced, and then that makes me feel a lot better going through with it myself later on this year. I just cannot wait to watch her vlogs from it because I think that that would prepare me a lot more for it. But more than anything, I think that if you are interested in plastic surgery, get all the information that you possibly can. Don't just go to one person to get information. Get information from tons and tons of sources. I don't know what this hand movement was, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. And not only do your research, just be doing it for you. Like I was saying, don't do it for other people, do it for you. So yeah, that is my opinion on plastic surgery. Andrea Walsh asks, what was the first concert I ever went to and how old was I? First concert that I ever went to was Avril Lavigne, and my parents bought me tickets. I was probably 13, 14 maybe. It was in Kelowna, British Columbia, and I remember thinking she should be a country singer because she sounds so good in country type songs. So I don't know, I'm not a huge Avril fan anymore, but that's what I thought. Joanna T2 asks, would I rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? This sounds completely terrifying because I'm a little bit scared of both of those animals. I know it sounds ridiculous, but there's background stories to that maybe we'll get into one day. I feel that I would probably rather fight 100 duck-sized horses because a gigantic duck scares the living shit out of me. Like, I can't think of anything worse. So yeah, I would probably say 100 duck-sized horses. Cbrat408 asks, what is my astro sign? I am a Capricorn. I was born on January 15th, 1991, and I know nothing about Capricorns other than they are stubborn, and I think that that fits me to an absolute T. So I'm not really big into star signs, but I guess if anybody wants to fill me in on what Capricorns should be, let me know in the comment below. Christine Davila asks, at what age did I start drinking? In no way do I want to encourage underage drinking, as you should probably be following what your local laws are. I started having a drink with my parents at dinner probably when I was about 17 or 18. I wasn't really big into drinking, and I'm still not. It's not really my thing. But at probably 17, my parents were okay with giving me a glass of wine with dinner, or, you know, having a Bailey's and cream, or, well, I guess Bailey's and milk. It is Bailey's cream liqueur. Anyway, Bailey's, sometimes like a Kahlua or something like that. Never to the point of getting drunk, but just socially having a drink with dinner. I think very, very kind of European-esque, and I mean, my family does have roots in Europe, so that probably makes sense. But that was always the thing with my parents, is if I was going to be underage and I was going to have a drink, it was going to be with them under their supervision, and I honestly didn't really care otherwise. I wasn't the type of person to go out and party anyway, so it didn't really matter to me. But yeah, and for those of you wondering, drinking age is 19 in BC where I was living. Guess in the States it's 21 everywhere, correct me if I'm wrong, and in Australia it is 18 everywhere. So I mean, it's going to be different wherever you are. Don't encourage doing it, but I mean, most people, I shouldn't say most, many people do. And I thought it's just easier to be open about it than not. Emil694 asks, have I tried the Nude by Nature mineral makeup? No, I haven't, but a lot of people have recommended it to me, so I do want to give it a try. I have just recently started dabbling in mineral makeup. I was sent a couple things from Mineral Makeup Market, and I really, really like it so far. I feel like you have to buff it in and take a little bit longer applying, but it looks fantastic, it lasts a long time, and I don't know, I'm willing to try anything new. I am planning on doing a mineral makeup video and a giveaway later on in March, so do keep a heads up for that, because I think that mineral makeup isn't just a fad, and it is something that I wish I knew about earlier, especially in my teen years, because I feel like my skin can breathe and it doesn't feel clogged or heavy wearing mineral makeup. It's currently 6:13 and I need to get out of here. I have my first pole dancing lesson tonight at Peach Pole Studios in Arena. I'm really excited to see my teacher. Her name's Daisy and she's fantastic and can't wait. But I need to get out of here, so I will talk to you guys really, really soon. Don't forget, all my links are down below. Leave me a question for the next TMI Tuesday, and I will see you really soon. Bye, guys!